Welcome in Minnesota head coach Don Lucia now. Don, 4 straight Big Ten regular season titles, 6 straight conference regular season titles overall. I think I know that you're not a coach who tries to set specific goals for your team to attain at the end of the year, but how much do the guys discuss the fact that they don't want to be the group that stops that streak?
Well, I think it gets talked about later in the year when you're in a position. Obviously, you want to try to hang a banner in every year, and winning a regular season conference championship is special because it happens over the long haul. It's not a weekend. It's not a 2-week deal. It takes there's a lot of ups and downs, and you got to persevere. The conference, as we see, is getting better each and every season, and I think this year will be the best year ever for Big Ten hockey. But it's quite an accomplishment to do it as many years as they've done it against a lot of quality opposition.
Don, let's follow up on that. How would you describe the evolution of the league? It's now become a multiple NCAA Tournament bid league, and with the addition of Notre Dame, now you have another team that made it to the Frozen Four a year ago and has been there 3 times in the past decade.
Well, I think we're getting to the point where we all hoped. There is obviously going to be growing pains every year when you start a new league. I think when you look at the traditional powers that we have, we're finally reaching that position we thought we would with Big Ten hockey. 3 teams made out of the 6 in the NCAA tournament a year ago, and as you talked about, Notre Dame, which joins the league this year, was in the Frozen Four. So in all reality, 4 of the 7 teams made it. Wisconsin just missed out, and I know myself, even looking to try to rank the teams to begin this year, and 1 through 7, it was hard to do. I mean, you could make a case for every team being improved from last year.
Don, you're a Notre Dame alum now, and I know that Minnesota and Notre Dame have played each other every season, I believe, for 6 consecutive years. Will it feel any different as it becomes a conference game?
I don't think there's any question when you're playing for points, it is different. When you play non-conference, there's not the same at stake. Obviously, it's important for the end of the year NCAA tournament bids and everything like that. But when you're playing a conference game, it just means a little bit more. And I think we've experienced that with playing some maybe of our former conference members within our state or surrounding area that you play. It just doesn't quite have the same feel as when you're playing another conference member for points.
And obviously, it's not like the offensive cupboard is bare. The reigning Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year and Tyler Sheehy, an All-American, is back. What do you like most about his game?
Consistency. I mean, Tyler's the type of player that, he didn't wow you as far as racing up and down the ice, but all of a sudden you look at the score sheet at the end of the night and he's got a goal and a couple assists, or 2 goals and assist, and just, again, that consistency factor, and a guy that scored a lot of big goals for us last year, and he should have a really big year for us. And obviously excited to get back Tommy Novak, who missed the back half of last year, and he'll walk in and be one of our top centers this year again.
So I mentioned the Big Ten Offensive Player of the Year and the Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. The reigning Big Ten Goaltender of the Year, Eric Schierhorn, returns. How would you describe his growth since he arrived in Minneapolis?
Well, he's been pretty consistent in his time. He's been our #1 goaltender for 2 straight years. We do have an incoming freshman, Matt Robson, who played at Penticton, is from Toronto. He'll be eligible halfway through the season. We think that he's going to push for playing time, and I think we're going to be a little bit deeper back there than maybe what we have been. But Eric is the guy. He's given us a chance to win. If he has a difficult outing, he always bounces back. Game 2. And he's had a really good summer of training, and we think this will be his best year since he's been a Gopher.
Don, I know it's always hard to predict what incoming freshmen will do, but Casey Mittelstadt obviously is getting a ton of attention as a top NHL pick already. What's his skill set? What should we expect to see?
High end. I think you're going to see him come in and make a major impact into college hockey. I know that when Grant Patolny, who's now the head coach at Northern Michigan, was out at the World Junior Camp, had just raved about how well he played at the camp, getting ready for the World Junior team at Christmas time. The guys that have been out there playing with him and skating with him have talked about his elite hockey sense, his skating ability, and I think you're going to see him have a major impact on our team in college hockey.
Lastly, Don, your schedule, as always, remarkably difficult. Minnesota Duluth in the icebreaker. You have back-to-back top 10 matchups against Penn State and North Dakota. But I'm fascinated by the way the Big Ten had to change the conference schedule because of the addition of Notre Dame. So everybody plays one conference series much earlier than in the past. You open against Penn State, and this series is in the middle of October. You don't play Penn State again for that second series until the last series of the year. So how do you feel about having to play these conference opponents, regardless of where they're ranked, so early in your overall schedule?
Well, I like it personally. It's probably more what we're used to with a bigger conference. Now we're going to mix in some conference games in October, November, as opposed to just having your non-conference games. And that can be good because, you know, maybe if you have a young team, you take your lumps against all those non-conference and it kind of hurts you at the end of the year as far as NCAA. Now we're going to mix in those conference games, and I think that'll be good. Like, and you mentioned, we have a very difficult schedule. Now we have Harvard coming in, so we actually have 3 of the 4 teams that were in the Frozen Four on our schedule from a year ago. But that's what our fans want to see. We want to play the best teams we possibly can. It's going to help us in the long run, make us a better team.
Don Lucia, head coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Don, always great to catch up. I'm sure we'll do it plenty this season. Best of luck to you and your team.
Thank you.